G'day plant friends and welcome back to Scott Grows an Avocado Tree. Today we are having a Growing Vegetables on a Budget update. If you're new here or haven't watched any of these videos, Growing Vegetables on a Budget is the series in which I attempt to grow vegetables on a budget. I've got 30 Australian dollars to spend on growing vegetables in containers. The idea of this series is that anybody can garden. It doesn't matter if you don't have very much space or very much of a budget. I'll give you the tools that you need, knowledge you need to go and do it. Today, something terrible is happening. And by terrible, I mean I need to intervene, otherwise things could get worse. Now, I have caught it fairly early. I do keep an eye on these plants pretty regularly, and let's actually just go and see what I mean. As you can see here, there are bite marks on some of these. Some of these leaves have been chewed through, some have been stripped down to the stem. This is no good. At the moment there's enough plant, they're going to be okay, but if this continues, we're going to have some problems. Now, what is causing this problem? This is caused by millipedes. Millipedes are many-legged creatures, not centipedes, that are not native to Australia. They are pests, and I would like to get rid of them from my garden. They love moisture, they love laying their eggs in wet soil, and they love having hidey holes. So I've made sure that I don't have any hidey holes or mulch leaf litter around these plants. I didn't use any mulch or leaf litter or anything like that. They are very common in rainy seasons, and we're certainly having a lot of that at the moment. We are having rain every few days, and it is quite a good downpour, which is great. We need it. I haven't had to water these guys in a very long time, but it means that it's very easy for the millipedes to get up and get in there. Now, I could use a commercial insecticide to kill these. However, this is a food crop, and I want to be a little bit careful about what I use on it. I often use Slater millipede killer on my garden when I see them, but it recommends not to use it for food crops, so I'm going to go with a different approach. Not to mention, I don't want to have to spend any more money. So today we're going to be using a couple of different tools, strategies to get rid of these millipedes. First of these strategies is to physically remove the millipedes. Now, this is only going to stop the ones that I can see, and they like to lay their eggs in the soil, so that's not going to be the perfect solution by itself. It's going to stop them being eaten temporarily, and I'm going to need to keep an eye on this, especially after rain or during rain. So I'm just going to be picking these millipedes off when I see them and throwing them out. The second strategy I'm going to use is to sprinkle ash around the plants. Ash dries things out. The idea here is that as millipedes cross it, they're not going to want to because it's going to be drying them out. It's also going to make it very hard for them to lay eggs in the top layer of soil. When it's not soaked, that'll turn into more of a powder than it is now, and I'll spread it out a little bit more than it is. It's a bit sludgy right now. And to make that a little more effective, I'm going to use a third strategy, which is cayenne pepper. Millipedes don't like cayenne pepper. And so by sprinkling that on top of my vegetables as well, I'm going to have a better chance of fighting it. I don't have any pets that use the garden. I know that none of the possums venture this far into the garden, so I'm not concerned about using cayenne pepper here. It makes these creatures very, very uncomfortable and cause some serious problems, but knowing the animals that I have in my garden, it's not going to be a problem. But it will be a problem for the millipedes. And so by using these three strategies, I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to stay on top of this, and we're going to be able to grow a beautiful, bountiful harvest. And there we have it, 3 ways that I am controlling my millipedes organically, and hopefully it works. I will keep you updated as always. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope that you have enjoyed it and found it helpful. If you enjoyed it or found it helpful, please let me know in the comments below or with the like button. Please make sure you subscribe to Scott Grows an Avocado Tree so as to not miss any avocado or broccoli updates. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Scott grows an avocado tree. Scott grows an avocado tree. Scott grows an avocado tree. Scott grows an avocado tree.